This is 1360 AM. WNJC, Washington Township, Philadelphia. Philadelphia's Renaissance radio station. Brought to you from Forsyth Broadcasting. Or listening to us at WNJCradio.com.
Okay, everyone. It's time to put on your listening ears, thinking caps, and laughing shoes. It's time for the Doc and Amy Show with your sweethearts of the airwaves who agree to disagree. Well, sometimes. Take it away, Doc and Amy.
Do you feel blame?
No.
Feel Hamish?
Oh, yeah.
Are you mad?
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like woozy about rough Venice? Get Venice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind
What kind of crap?
Alrighty then. Well,
My mouse is possessed. It won't.
I'm trying to intro the show. We don't care about your mouse at the moment. Let's get to that in a second.
Everybody does.
Welcome to the Doc and Amy Show. It's 5 o'clock again on Sunday. Well, Amy, is going through some sort of mental meltdown over a mouse. We're happy to be here with you on WNJC Radio. We are available on the internet at thedocandamyshow.com. You can check out our website, maybe win some stuff. You can call us here today, be a part of this action live, and that is 856-227-1360. You can tweet us on Twitter, and that is Doc at Doc and Amy Show. Did I leave anything out?
I don't think so.
Okay. And you can Gmail us, docandamy@gmail. So we are prepared to communicate with you by any of those means, but certainly do call us if you get the chance. And then, again, that's 856-227-1360. Okay, and everyone's here. Amy's here. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. My mouse seems to have become normal again. No, I was trying to play the intro thing, and the mouse would only go up and down. It wouldn't go side to side. How does that happen?
I don't know. Maybe you got that mouse from a lab somewhere, and it's abnormal.
Okay, yeah.
Abnormal.
Mouse on crack.
Yes, probably has cancer too.
So how have you been since last week? Are you good?
No.
No.
I have spent the majority of the week previous to this absolutely livid. So
yeah, I know. I live with you. I was just
Yes.
pretending like I didn't, and then asking you something, like how you were, like normal talk show hosts would do that don't live together.
Yes,
I experienced that lividness. You were better today, though.
well, there was beer. So, and John's with us. Hello, John.
Good to be back.
Welcome back. I just hit
always
my
a pleasure.
nose on the microphone again. That was Florida.
Awesome.
Oh, well, was I allowed to say that? I'm sorry.
No, you're allowed to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said, John, we have established is a drug mule. So he goes back and forth to Florida
me.
all the time. Yes. We're sure that the FBI isn't listening. So that's
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Today is a very bizarre day. It's May 4th. And sometimes we, visit the holiday listings to see what day is being celebrated today. Now, first of all, in May, as a month, has some pretty bizarre observances. For instance, this month has been named several different things. It's Date Your Mate Month, National Barbecue Month, National Blood Pressure Month.
That's
I've been
delightful.
celebrating that this whole week.
They're perfect together.
Yes. Put bacon on that burger.
Yeah, really. Potato salad, mayonnaise.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Speaking of which, it's National Hamburger Month. It's National Photograph Month. So now that you can do that with your phone, I'm sure you'll always be prepared.
Yeah, it's not the same.
National Recommitment Month. I guess.
Oh.
Hey, I guess I'm going to be institutionalized again on a repeat basis. National Salad Month. And Older Americans Month. There are several things
I
on
like
here
that.
I can celebrate. Yes,
There you go.
Shut up. Now, for weekly celebrations, we have Nurses Week, which is the first week of the month. We have Wildflower Week, which is the second week of the month. We have National Bike Week, which is the third week of the month. We have National Police Week, which is also the third week of the month. So they have to split that up between bikes and police. So be careful how you ride. You may get a ticket. And Emergency Medical Services Week is the fourth week of the month. So, oh God, what is that?
It's a sound effect.
I understand that. What was it? Something?
A tree falling.
Oh, okay. It sounded like a fat lady abusing a rocking chair or something.
I think today is also, I did skim this article. I did not read it thoroughly. but it's something about Star Wars Day,
Today,
and it's May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be. I
have a hard time saying that. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, I don't. That's
tough.
I prefer April 20th myself, but
Which
yes,
is what?
420 day.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, John laughed at that one, everyone.
He's interrupting
Did you hear
you. I
him
told you.
laughing?
Yeah,
That's proof.
Oh, John's hip. No, I prefer to say, may the mass times acceleration be with you.
Okay, Einstein.
That
was pretty crafty, I thought. May the 4th be with you, though. I like that.
Yes.
I like Star Wars.
Today before Cinco de Mayo, people just needed something to do for a day.
Yeah, tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
We have to make some margaritas.
Can we start today?
Yeah.
Absolutely. John, it's on.
All right.
All righty.
I wish we could, it would be fun if, we could have a drink while we were doing the show, but I don't...
Who's going to know?
I don't think that's legal. Is it? Is that illegal to drink while you're on the air?
Timothy Leary over here is going to run us out?
Timothy Leary.
I just bring it in.
We have to drive, though. We'd have to get a cab home. I guess we could do that.
Or an ambulance. Something.
Yeah. Or an ambulance.
So today, being May the 4th, the celebrations for today, the observances, actually there are 4 today. So it's Bird Day. So here you go. I just gave her the bird.
That's delightful.
It's National Candied Orange Peel Day.
No, it is not.
It says it right here.
Wait, can I ask you something? Not to interrupt you, but I will anyway. Those candied orange peels, they aren't really orange peels, right?
Yes.
No, they aren't. They're just pretend. They're candy, like real candy. They're just shaped like an orange peel, right?
It's also Renewal Day.
Did you ever have one of them?
And it's Star Wars Day. Let me just dig a little deeper here. It's always on May 4th. National Candied Orange Peel Day is dedicated to, you guessed it, candied orange peels. Now, just what the heck is a candied orange peel? And is it edible? Yes, it's edible. If you are a chef or a baker, then you know just what it is and how to use it. For the rest of us, we likely have enjoyed it in seasonal baked goods all of our lives without even knowing we've eaten it. Candied orange peels are a boiled, sliced, sugar-added treat. You can eat them by themselves. Most often, they're used in holiday cookies, snacks, and fruitcake. So on this day, bake some cookies or other recipes that use candied orange peels and eat and enjoy.
But they aren't actually orange peels.
They are actually orange peels.
I've never had one of them. Would that taste good, though?
You add sugar. Anything, you add sugar to anything, you could eat it.
It's chewy. I don't know about that. I mean, I like orange and chocolate. Do you think that would be good? Did you ever have one?
I'm sure that if they have a day for it, somebody is enjoying it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But the best thing I think we had was when we went to Indiana to the state fair. And remember, we went to that place in the back, and it was the candy bar place. It was shaped like a bar, and they had all candies by the pound.
Oh, yeah.
And we got the chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, those were good.
OMG.
There was a whole barn full of candy.
There was. It was crazy.
John, I recommend it since, you're not going to be busy watching television.
Yeah.
You definitely make the trek to the Indiana State Fair. It's worth every minute.
That was the favorite part of the trip.
Wear shoes.
Yeah, there was poop everywhere.
Yes.
They made me buy sneakers. I was going to
And then when they brought the animals in, it got even worse.
No, they told me I couldn't because I don't wear any shoes in the summer. I always wear flip flops. I didn't bring sneakers. He made me stop and buy a pair because there was cow poop everywhere.
Well, they have the purpose of a state fair is for the folks who raise livestock to compete those animals.
Yeah.
And they're all draft horses pulling wagons around and sheep and there's everything. The 4-H actually has separate barns for the different little rabbits and the chickens and the cows and the pigs, and there definitely is. It's 2 weeks of droppings basically.
It was a lot different than I thought it was going to be. They actually have fairgrounds. I thought it would just be like an open field, but they actually have a stadium. And buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
It was giant. Yeah. We spent the entire day there. There was so much to do. It was awesome.
And of course, the highlight of the trip for the boys was when we went through the swine barn. and there was this boar in there that weighed
Oh,
like
yeah.
800 pounds. And they dubbed not the world's largest swine, but it didn't escape their notice that it was the world's largest scrotum. So they certainly, knew exactly what to pay attention to.
Yeah, that was. I would suggest to anybody who hasn't been to a state fair to do it because it was so
we
much
haven't
fun.
gone to the New Jersey State Fair. We
I've
should do
never
that.
been, but it's in North Jersey. It'd probably be faster to get to Indiana one.
You're
The
probably right.
traffic, you know what I mean?
Yes, we actually that was a stellar vacation, John. We went to Indiana,
was.
Ohio, Michigan, and Canada.
Weird places like you wouldn't think they'd be fun.
Yeah.
That was like we went to Texas in November. And that was awesome too.
We went, yes, and we went to actually when we were in Indiana, we went to an old favorite hangout of mine at this bar called Scampi's. Best pizza in the world. The pizza
well,
around
it
here
has a bar
stinks on
section
ice.
and a restaurant section
Yes.
too. But it was like
It was the first time I'd ever seen the restaurant section.
No, I'm not even kidding you.
Best pizza in the world. I when I came here, the pizza was a disappointment, I have to say. Because
And see, I like our pizza. He's just different.
Indiana has if you don't have 3 kinds of meat on your pizza, you're from out of town.
They don't order cheese pizza there. Nobody eats it.
Doesn't exist. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Isn't that weird?
Why not have a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah,
Really.
I like
It's an
cheese
open-faced grilled cheese
pizza.
sandwich, is what that is. So we don't mess with that.
Yeah, how much was like they had all you could eat like chicken parm or something that night? It was like $5.95.
Yeah, that
And
was
people,
culture
and
shock
the
when I
thing
came
is,
in.
you're like, oh, all you can eat. You can't even eat the one plate they give you
Yeah.
there. People been bringing out plate upon plate. I'm like, how could you? I would be like Pulp Fiction barfing. What? Why did my computer just turn off?
I don't know. Hit the space bar.
Oh boy.
Wow, now that is not good. So anyway, we are celebrating today Star Wars Day. So for those of you who enjoy the celebration of May the 4th be with you, definitely happy Star Wars Day.
It's back on. That was like ghostly. It just shut off, but it didn't turn all the way off. I don't know what.
Okay, I'm sure that's exciting for everyone listening. And if you're having computer troubles, just call us at 856-227-1360. We'll try to help you diagnose that problem. What are you playing now?
It was Demon Girls. How freaky is that? That's freaky. It's things nightmares are made of.
This is what I live with, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, we always, on the Doc and Amy Show, do a little segment we call Two People, One Quote. And if you're just joining us for the first time, that consists of Amy blurting out a quote, and John has to try from the 2 examples she gives him of potential authors for that quote to pick the proper one. Amy is ahead 5 games of this.
And if John doesn't win this, I'm just going to lie if he gets it wrong. I'm going to say that it was right.
So if you know the answer at home, there may be some lying involved. I think Dean was almost shut out last week, wasn't? Yeah, Amy had him 4-1. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of a redemption for you that something. It must be a tough game.
I got closer a couple weeks ago.
You did.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
did.
I thought it was right there. So this is Two People, One Quote. We always do 5 in this series, and Amy's going to take it away. And good luck, John.
Thank you.
Okay. Heisman Trophy winner Jameis, I guess I'm saying that right, Winston, is in the news after he shoplifted $32 worth of crab legs from a Florida grocery store. Experts say if he doesn't clean up his act and stop breaking the law, he could end up in the NFL. Was it Jimmy Fallon or David Letterman?
I'm going to say Jimmy Fallon.
Yes!
All
Jimmy
right,
Fallon.
John is on the board with 1. Here we go. I can
Okay.
tell this is going to be an exciting game.
Okay.
And I can and around here in Indiana, $32 worth of crab legs would feed probably a dozen people. Here, you could put that in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding. So, all right. Ronald McDonald recently received a makeover, which includes a new vest and bow tie. Not to be outdone, after an operation, the Burger King is now the Burger Queen. Was that Conan O'Brien or Jimmy Kimmel?
I'm going to say Conan O'Brien.
Yes, it was.
Wow, John is redeeming himself nicely. That is 2 for John. He's, I think he may just pull out this week and make something happen.
This one, this quote I did for John, so
Okay.
this is dedicated to you. videotaped him smoking crack. It is a sad state of affairs, ladies and gentlemen, when you can't trust your drug dealer. That was about Rob Ford.
Yes.
Was it David Letterman or Craig Ferguson?
I'm going to say David Letterman.
Yes, you won.
Oh, right. That's
I'm
three
so glad.
in a row for
I'm
John.
glad. I
Nicely
want him
done.
to
What
win.
a comeback.
This is getting
Thank
a little
you.
ridiculous. Okay.
All right. So we go 5. We'll see how Amy, if she gets on the board this week. May not happen.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that bad. I'm rethinking this here. Okay. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver banned Donald Sterling for life and urged NBA owners to force him to sell the team, which they need 3/4 of the vote to do. So far, there's been no statement from Sterling, who was believed to be holed up in his fortress of whititude. Was it Seth Meyers or Jimmy Kimmel?
I'm going to say Jimmy Kimmel.
It was.
Wow.
Yeah.
4 in a row. John is back with a vengeance now.
Yeah, there's a lot of I have a lot of sports ones.
That's what I need is a fortress of whititude.
I that was good. That was
Yes,
a good one.
I'm-
It's like I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah.
This next one's really good too.
Yeah, when I'm so white, I build a snowman. It looks like I have a twin.
You're not that white.
Yeah, I'm pretty white.
No, you're not. Okay. LA Clippers owner Donald Sterling was recorded on tape making racist comments. He now has been banned from the league for life. Great. Just where Sterling wanted to end up, the blacklist. I love that one. Was it Seth Meyers or Jimmy Kimmel?
I'm going to say Jimmy Kimmel.
It was. He
Wow, it's
trounced
a
me.
shutout, John. You have redeemed yourself nicely.
I'm glad.
That is.
I'm happy.
That he just
I needed-
shut
he-
Amy out of
yeah.
her own game. I am
Yeah,
so impressed.
that needed to happen.
Well, and that's even more exciting.
Yeah.
I usually when it's 2-2,
Yeah.
and we're on the tiebreaker, it's like there's a drum roll going in my head. It's anticipation to the match. And
I really like those demon girls.
Don't say a word, Mama's gonna bite.
yeah, okay. So that was
exciting.
That was exciting. So.
Yeah.
2 people, 1 quote. Amy is now. She had 5 games up. Now John is up a game. He has 1 this week. So we'll see if we can make that a trend, John. Nicely done.
Hope so.
Oh, that was well played.
Thank you.
We also have some things. If you are interested in joining us here, you can call us at 856-227-1360. And we have some stuff for you if you'd like to participate. We have your choice of a Todd Chappelle CD, Morning People. That's a very funny CD with 19 cuts on it. So you get a lot for your listening pleasure. And there's also a Drew Jacobs CD. That is, and your choice for that, it's I'm Allergic to My Job, which is a 6-track CD, and also the bonus cut, if 50's the new 30. So
And then we have a Best of Doc and Amy show CD,
that's coming up.
which
yeah.
is also a blank CD that
Yes,
you record.
it's a
use to
coaster,
record.
is
Yeah.
what that is. You can have the entire set for your coffee table. Just let us know. No, but do call us, 856-227-1360. Those CDs could be yours. And I don't know, if we, I'll look around in my pockets. If we have some other stuff, I'll throw that at you too.
Now, can I interject something here? I
Sir.
will anyway. Remember from the 90s and maybe late 80s, those Time magazine album commercials? And remember the ones like for the 60s music, and they're like, yeah, man, this is so cool, man.
Turn
Remember
it
that?
up, yeah.
Turn it up, man. Yeah, I remember those. There was really no story.
Your point?
No, I was just trying to reminisce. No, and the reason why I said that is because I have a little thing
Welcome to WAOZ, all Alzheimer's all the time.
on 90s foods.
90s foods.
Yeah, and I
Are they
guess
still edible?
that they came. Yeah, probably not.
I think we have some of that in our refrigerator.
Some of the stuff still are. No, we don't. I clean it out like 3 times a week.
Oh, so that is a shrunken head.
Yeah, exactly. Some of these are still around and they're not, that big of a deal. But Betty Crocker had a fruit string thing. Did you ever hear that? It's like a fruit roll-up thing that comes in strings.
Actually, that was a wardrobe item, sweetheart. It was
Oh, yeah, okay. And then remember the bubble gum that came in a tin, like Band-Aids, and it was called Ouch Bubble Gum? Do you remember that? I don't remember that. And then 3D Doritos, they were like puffed. They were gross. I didn't like them. Crystal Pepsi. What? Crystal Pepsi? Do you remember that? The clear Pepsi?
Clear, yeah.
Yeah. And then Sprinkle Spangles cereal? I don't remember that.
I'm hoping there's a point to this too, John.
No, there isn't. It's just.
What are you just randomly
What about
surfing the internet
Zima?
over here?
What about Zima? You remember that?
I do. Yes, I remember the sign.
Oh, you did. You mentioned Zima today.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, there was a sign outside a liquor store said, and I forget what month it is in particular, but it said, we're celebrating Gay Pride Month. And then underneath it said, all Zima on sale. And underneath that it said, just a coincidence. Anyway.
If we have time later, I have a couple little signs that are funny.
We're going to read signs on the radio.
No, I'm not going to read that many, but there's a couple that are really funny.
Okay.
We'll do that sometimes.
This is just stellar broadcasting.
No, we look at those things on the internet of like funny signs or pictures, and then you sit there and it'll be like 2 hours later. I'm like, I just wasted 2 hours of my life.
Reading signs, yeah.
But the best part is he's sitting in his chair at the computer and I'm like leaning over. And by the time we're done, I'm like crippled. Like I don't even realize how much pain I'm in because it gets addictive.
Well, currently I realize how much pain I'm in, so we're going to move on here.
Thanks.
It's a random
that's what
devil
it's
girls and what?
Nothing.
Okay. This couldn't be more organized. So you have some news thing there now. Amy, we really don't do a lot of rehearsal for the show, obviously, but she has some news items that I think are worthy of sharing.
Yeah, the first one is about Don Sterling, of course.
That's
for anybody who doesn't know. Don Sterling is the owner of the LA Clippers. He has a wife who is divorcing him and also a girlfriend. And in the midst of the divorce, the wife requested marital property back that he had given his girlfriend. And the girlfriend got mad and she used to tape him at his request so he wouldn't forget things, and she released some tapes of some racist remarks. So apparently Don Sterling is suing both the Energizer Bunny and Energizer, the company who provided the batteries and the recording device used to record his recent racist remarks. He's suing them for going and going and going. He said, if I'd used Eveready's Black Cat batteries, I would not be in this mess right now.
And how ironic would that be?
I know.
Yes.
It is ironic. So apparently he's trying to blame it on other people.
Yeah, and that's the biggest non-story of all time. I mean, the guy said something in private. He said something. He's not a political.
No. He's not a role model.
Elected official. He's not Batman. He's not.
He owns a basketball team.
He's not Paula Dean. No one cares.
Yeah, the only people that should be offended is the people who work for him.
And Magic Johnson.
And Magic Johnson. Yes. Obviously.
Speaking of Magic, never mind.
Speaking of Magic Johnsons.
Yes, I was going to tell a story about myself, but I think I won't.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I don't know. It's a stream of consciousness. So it was, what else do you have?
I just said it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Not that that puts me in any less trouble or anything.
Okay, well, apparently this is actual real news. Scientists have confirmed the existence of the 117th element.
Yay!
Yeah. It is called ununceptium.
Unobtainium.
Yeah, unobtainium from Avatar. No, it's unobceptium. It's very difficult to say.
Unobceptium?
Yeah.
Sounds dirty.
Yeah, so they announced that like last week. Unobceptium is the 117th element. That follows the recent inclusion of the 116th element, the element of surprise. So that was number 16. So who knows what they'll have next. Apparently 117 is very unstable.
No, I seem to remember that just a few months ago, maybe, the 115th element was discovered. Am I correct on that?
You are correct.
When you started telling me that story, I was thinking, well, wait a minute, we're starting to really ramp it up and discovering new elements.
Well, I think the the issue is these elements that they're finding are difficult to find because their half-lives are so short. Their half-lives are only a couple hours. So I can imagine if something has a half-life of less than a couple hours, it's probably
it's not
harder
gonna be
to
an element
study.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So it's not as easy to study or discover.
So now my periodic table of the elements is outdated.
It is. We have to get a new one.
I have a periodic table of the elements on a magnet on the refrigerator door. It's about
Kids got it for him for Christmas.
Yes, it helps me a lot in my recipes. No, it was very cool. I had a shirt. I used to have a glow in the dark periodic table of the elements shirt.
Help me, please.
But that met its demise, I think, after 300th laundering. So we can't even hear that, so it's kind of pointless to play.
It's supposed to be in the background.
Well, yeah.
Do you ever hear something in the background that makes you really uneasy and you don't know what it is? That's my goal.
Yes. Usually,
you know what?
Usually there are two of them on the couch. And when there's no noise from them, that even makes me more uneasy.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing how if you take one out of the equation and they go away somewhere, the sound volume reduces by about 5 million%. Why is that?
It's because they don't interact and they don't start to fight.
No, they're just so quiet. You don't even know they're there.
Get off me!
I know.
Yeah.
Stop! Shut up! Knock it off!
Butt cheek!
Yeah. Now they're not allowed to say that. So Nico Harrison got upset the other day because Nico called him something. I said, well, what did he call you that got you upset? He's like, he said left cheek. And I said, that's all he calls me. He doesn't even call me mom anymore. He says, hey, left cheek. I'm like, what? Seriously?
This is where I live, John.
They're not allowed to say butt cheek. We don't like them saying butt all the time. It's just annoying. They can't butt.
Well, it makes him sound like an ass.
Oh, stop.
You mentioned margaritas a second ago.
I did.
To celebrate for tomorrow's Monday celebration. I think, if we're going to do Cinco de Mayo, we should do it right. If it falls on a Monday, make it a federal holiday or something.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't even know why we celebrate it here because it's one state in Mexico.
Yeah, it is.
Beat the crap out of the French.
Actually, it started in California, not Mexico.
It started in Mexico. It's an Independence Day, but only for one state of Mexico. It's not all of Mexico.
But nobody started celebrating.
It's like having Connecticut Day here, and celebrating it in Colorado.
In Mexico, they don't celebrate it. They started celebrating it as a holiday in California. It was never even celebrated. Nobody celebrates it in Mexico.
Then why is it? Oh, never mind. I don't care.
Somebody wanted a margarita.
That's
half price.
Here are some margaritas I found here.
Oh.
That perhaps are worth pursuing. There's the Old Jorge margarita.
Oh.
I thought it was Old George.
What are you calling me?
Yes, whatever. It's a pink peppercorn raspberry jam margarita.
That's just gross. Just gross. I'm going to play the Demon Girls again.
There's Bobby Flay's cactus pear margarita.
I've actually had a cactus margarita, and it's actually very tasty. It's similar to
You
cucumber.
put enough tequila in anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't
tequila will
matter.
knock you over. Have you ever had tequila, John?
Tequila, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You did it. You found something. Okay.
We got a yes.
There's a grapefruit margarita. That's kind of boring. Cucumber jalapeno margarita.
Oh, that might be good.
And these recipes are available on what is this? Delish.com.
Oh, that's Rachel Ray's site, I think.
Is it? I don't know.
You can actually get cactus in the supermarket for anybody who wants to make the cactus one. You can actually buy it in the supermarket if you really look. They have it at ShopRite. So. No, they're cactus. Have you ever tasted it?
It's right next to the roses. It's all the pricks are in one spot. There is avocado margarita.
God.
There is pomegranate margarita. Silver coin margarita.
That's a type of tequila, I think. That's
I don't know, but it's got some watermelon stuff in it. It looks like Island Heat martini margarita. It's got Island Heat hot sauce in it.
Ew, I don't know about that.
Yeah, Susie's smoking margarita. It's mezcal, actually. So there you go. There's some margaritas to celebrate.
You only
Cinco
want
de
some
Mayo
margaritas.
tomorrow. Well, you will just have to hit the place on the way home and work that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, And you know what I did? I turned the page on myself. I'm an idiot. What we would like to do right now, so that I can find my way back around whatever happened to the show, you can join us after the commercial break at 856-227-1360. As a reminder, we do have some CDs to give away. We'd love to hear from you on this holiday, tomorrow's holiday, anything you have on your mind. Certainly give us a shout. We are going to break right now, and we're going to hear from some of the fine folks who help bring you the Doc and Amy Show. Hey, everybody. This is Doc of the Doc and Amy Show. I just wanted to let you in on a secret of mine. CPS Computers. They've been serving the area's computer needs for over 8 years now, and when it comes to computers, they can help you out, too. They have a wide variety of new PCs and laptops to choose from. They do free diagnostics, and they can repair your broken machine for you. That's CPS Computers. They're at 722 Mantua Pike at the Heights Plaza in Woodbury Heights, and they're between the Subway and the Dollar Tree. Visit them or call 856-251-1007. That's 251-1007. And be sure to tell them Doc and Amy sent you. And don't forget about CPS Computers' second location in Cinnaminson at 1204 US 130, suite number 4. They have all the same equipment, same deals, same diagnostics that you need for your computer. Give them a call, 856-829-8300. That's 829-8300. CPS Computers in Cinnaminson. Hey, if you'd like to be a guest on the Doc and Amy Show and exhibit your talent, let us know about it at www.thedocandamyshow.com, right there on the World Wide Web. That's thedocandamyshow.com. If you're an up-and-coming performer, if you have some kind of talent you'd like to showcase on our program, we'd love to have you. Just let us know. www.thedocandamyshow.com. You could be our next star. And you're back with the stars currently at the Doc and Amy desk. Doc, Amy, and John, our resident drug mule.
You better stop saying that.
I'm going to get a call from his family now and, knock it off. You can, as a reminder, win some CDs today from Todd Chappelle and or Drew Jacobs. Give us a call, 856-227-1360. We feature these gentlemen on our show from time to time. They've been here. They're lots of fun. Do some great, funny comedy tunes, and we'd like to share that with you, so just give us a call. You can also reach us on the World Wide Web at www.thedocandamyshow.com. You can tweet us, Doc and Amy Show, at Doc and Amy Show. Forgot the ape tail. You can Gmail us, docandamy@gmail. So we are just as close as your phone or computer. So today you can get in touch with us, again, 227-1360. Last week on the show, I believe it was last week, I made a slip of the tongue, as I am wont to do, and I pronounced Switzerland as Fritzerland.
You did.
I did. And that's not an uncommon thing for me to do because I jabber away. Yes, I just chatter nonstop. So,
well, that's what we're supposed to do.
Our good friend Dan from New Orleans sent me a link to a Facebook page for Fritzerland.
No way.
Yeah, way. Fritzerland, it has apparently the town city limits. There is a picture. There is a chain across that says "Keep Out."
Oh, that's delightful.
So
where is Fritzerland?
Not very. It's not a very hospitable place. Looks like they're. I'm trying to find. Hang on.
Like what country is it in?
I'm trying to figure out their flag here. It's unique. I don't know if that's a dart over a. I have no idea what that is.
It's a bottle of tequila and some handcuffs.
Well, here's their slogan.
Syringe.
Their slogan is "Learn, Dream, Have a Beer." I like this place. I don't know where it's at, but I'm going to find out. There is a picture. Apparently, the spokesperson for Fritzerland. The image that I have here is a gentleman holding what appears to be a semi-automatic pistol, but it is about 1,000 times bigger than any other semi-automatic pistol. He's holding it in front of him, and he could hide behind it.
Sounds like you definitely belong there.
I definitely belong there, yes. It says here, Fritzerland is preparing for war with North Korea. Beware, this sucker shoots 1,000 caliber bullets and T-shirts.
Wow.
It's enormous. Fritzerland names its Person of the Year for the first time in its history. The Person of the Year is the zombie Mount Rushmore, and looks just like our Mount Rushmore, only there are fangs and weird eyes.
It's in Iowa.
Is Fritzerland's in Iowa?
It is.
Thank you very much. I can't do two things at once.
Yeah.
And apparently they have put up their Festivus pole. And apparently there's a celebration with various feats of strength. So I have been vindicated in my slip of the tongue. There is actually a Fritzerland, and we may just have to take the Doc and Amy show on the road and check that out. And you say it's where? What's to it?
Well, a Fritzerland, it looks like it's actually a group. It's not a place. And it's at One Fritzerland Place in Sioux City, Iowa.
Sioux City, Iowa. Okay.
Yes.
Now, what is that image on? Now, go back up to the flag. What is that object there on the flag?
It looks like
It's like a dart.
a dart.
Yeah, like
One of those poison darts or something.
Yeah, like like you'd shoot a bear with if you really had to.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I'll have to look at this some more.
Yeah, I don't have the whole page. I just have some excerpts from it. So, that was interesting. So,
wow.
Thank you, Dan. He's always right on the ball. Even when I slip up, he manages to help me straighten that out somehow. So, thanks, Dan. Fritzerland, what an idiot. That's me.
I hit my nose again on the microphone. God help me, please. I don't even have a
You're
big
just
nose.
like in broadcasting hell, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
And if she stands up, you'll know it. They're on, at home. You'll hear the, she had something else on the microphone.
Yeah.
So we have the the Shure motorboating microphone Model 1.
Okay.
So anyway, I've got an invitation here to join the Army National Guard. It looks like that's going to work. You can tweet us live, and that is Doc and Amy Show. So,
at Doc and Amy Show.
And Amy Show. Yeah. I do occasionally put a tweet up there just for everyone's enjoyment. This week it's very brief. Actually, I'll do two. So we are going to introduce, as we have done in the past, our Twit of the Week. So if John is prepared to do that, we can take that away. Can you intro that for us, John?
And now, Doc and Amy's Twit of the Week.
Isn't that exciting? Hey, you do what you got to do. Today's Twit of the Week is one I put up this morning, actually. It says, I tried to win a trip to Australia, but I didn't qualify.
I love that one. You told me that today. I was laughing.
See, there was another one here. It's, it had been some time since I'd actually visited our Twitter page, and I said, sorry, we've been gone so long, we made a questionable investment in racing sloths.
That's great.
So that's the kind of wit and wisdom you'll find on our Twitter page. And also take a look at thedocandamyshow.com. We have our own website, as pathetic as it is, but there are a few fun things on there, so you can visit that as well. Now, do you have another piece of news?
I do. I just wanted to talk about SNL, which was on last night. Mm-hmm. It starred Andrew Garfield, who is also known as Spider-Man. The actor does Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
So apparently SNL with guest host Andrew Garfield had poor ratings last night, with viewership only slightly more than last month's Stephen Hawking mime show.
Stephen Hawking,
if you
hell
can
on wheels.
Picture that.
That would Kabuki Theater with Stephen Hawking.
Boring.
Well, yeah. So, what? Was it about a month ago we watched Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
And it really wasn't too bad. I had seen some episodes in recent history that were just not airworthy.
We saw it a couple weeks ago with Louis C.K. It was pretty good.
With Louis C.K., that was
good.
A good, yes.
He was really good.
Quite a good monologue.
I think he helped write, though, as well.
Oh, probably.
That's what I read, that he actually helped out in the writing, and that's probably why I do like him. He's
definitely there. I've seen occasion where some writing assistants would have certainly not hurt.
Yeah, it's I think in the last year it's been better than it has been lately. I know that when I was in high school, I would stay up and watch it all the time. It was very funny. And then a bunch of people left, and it was just horrible. It's like, I always equate it to them. It's like they take a one-liner that's really funny. Like you just said about I didn't qualify.
Yeah.
Like that was funny. And you go, ha, 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 and you laugh, and then it's over. They'll stretch it out for 5 minutes.
If I ever laugh like that, kill me.
It's not funny anymore. You can't take a one-liner and make it into a 5-minute skit. It's just not funny. It's just annoying.
So do you watch Saturday Night Live, John?
I've seen it before. The last one I think I watched.
Well, it's been around 40 years. I'm sure.
The last one I think I watched was when Justin Timberlake was on it a couple months ago.
Okay. I think I saw
I've
snippets of that one. Yeah, they do a fake. They do the fake commercials sometimes, and they did one. You know, like the paper towel commercials where they say, "Oh, it absorbs more," and they did one, and instead of paper towels, they said to use Joseph A. Banks suits.
Oh, that's
And it was really well done because they're so cheap. They'll be like buy one get 4 free or whatever. So, and then they had them, you know, a baby with the Joseph A. Bank diaper on and picking up the dog poop with the Joseph A. Bank vest.
Yeah.
You know, that was very well done. That was funny. So
I bought a suit at one of those places, like Men's Warehouse, or whatever. And it was like an exploding suit. It was like the stitches. I don't know. I think they put it together with double stick tape or
wow.
something. It was buttons just fall off, and it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was I mean, I got my $11 out of it, but it was not something.
That's really great.
But then I bought a suit at another place. I was coerced into buying this $800 Italian suit. It's a 3-button black suit. Makes me look like a car battery. But it's held up pretty well. I mean, the thing is bulletproof.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I regret that particular purchase. I could certainly use $800 right now that I spent on that suit, but it's. I mean, it looks okay.
You can always use it for paper towels.
Yeah, I'll go out and pick up the neighbor's dog too.
Yeah, that's great.
Somebody has to.
Yeah.
I'll just use their trash bags they leave outside the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
enough of that.
hopefully
I'm venting now.
I have some weird birth customs. I guess in case anybody didn't realize.
Is screaming, cursing, is that on the list?
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty usual.
Doc didn't mention this, but next week is Mother's Day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they may have known, sweetheart. It comes every year.
I'm anticipating it.
Okay.
I don't really care.
I just want to tell you right now, don't get too excited.
He's so sweet.
You're not my mom.
The little one was like, well, I'm going to get you a gift with Nico, but then I'm getting my own gift too because he always steals my gift and then he takes all the credit. I'm like, you don't have to get me a gift. Just make me a card or something. You don't have to buy me anything. I don't care. I just don't want to.
Is he going to borrow the money from you to buy?
He has money. He's been dog walking.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. They're both yard work, and they have their own little side jobs going on, so they have some cash flow.
Yeah, maybe John can help him out, teach him how to be a drug mule.
That's great. Drug mule in training.
It's a 10-year-old drug mule. Yeah.
That's really great. So anyway, in honors of Mother's Day, in honor of Mother's Day,
in Fritzerland,
yes. These are some weird birth customs. So. Now, Balinese babies cannot touch the ground, so they for the first 3 months are not allowed. They think it'll defile the baby, so they can't touch the ground. These are real customs.
And that's in contrast to like Australia, where they dribble them.
Yeah, exactly. And then the next one is eating the placenta. Apparently, in China, Jamaica, and parts of India, they recommend that you eat the placenta.
And if you're
there's a lovely picture of it right here.
And if you're at Yoko Ono's house, I actually saw a I guess it was a kind of a fajita or something.
Okay.
A recipe made from human placenta.
That's ridiculous.
It did not look appetizing.
No, that's really.
And
gross.
I have seen placenta.
I know you've delivered babies.
Handle placenta and check it out for its completeness and so forth. It doesn't appear to me to be any sort of delicacy.
It's
poop in a bag.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want that.
No. Ugh.
Of course, it should. In the future, they'll probably be cordless.
Yeah, that's great. The next one is putting a bit of wedding cake on the baby's forehead. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that's...
I've seen them do that at weddings.
Yeah. The next one I'm going to skip because I think it's not legal, so I'm just going to skip that.
Well, saying it doesn't make, you're not committing any crime.
I don't even want to say it.
I want to hear it.
Okay, we'll have to do that later.
I'll put it up on our website.
Yeah, spitting on the baby. Apparently in Mauritania...
No, that's in Indiana as well.
They think human saliva can retain words, so they spit on newborns. That's delightful.
Because they want them to talk sooner? What are they, crazy?
Yeah, and then in the Mayan culture, they stuff the babies in cold, freezing water. And then in Lithuania, they
don't grow as fast that way.
Yeah, I know. They race their babies.
They what?
They race their babies.
I thought you said they rice their babies.
No, they
like
race
you do a
them.
potato.
No, they race them. And then in Nigeria...
Baby race. Now, you're talking about a birth custom. Now, is a neonate able to compete in these races?
No, this is babies who are crawling.
Okay, well, that's not a birth custom.
Yeah,
okay.
No. Well, and then in Nigeria, they believe the woman should give birth alone. They don't even have a midwife. So if she doesn't successfully have the baby, I guess she just dies. So that's really lovely.
Well, you gotta take what you get.
Yeah, and then in Pakistan, they go to a separate building away from their family because they think it's like birth is like disgusting and you can get people sick with the birth germs.
I've seen it done. It is pretty disgusting.
I know, but that's horrible.
I mean, you look at, you look at all of these items online, these pictures and videos and things that men will look at because this is supposed to be an attractive feature on the female anatomy and so forth. And then once you see a skull coming through it, all of that goes away.
No, it's just sad. I mean, you're giving birth to a new life and people think it's gross, and that's crazy. I mean, seriously, it's not
any grosser than how you got there.
No, exactly. So, that's great. I just thought that was interesting. A day
so that's
preview.
all of them.
Yeah, There's
now. You got to bookmark that or something because I have to know the one you left out. Now it's going to make me crazy. Until
whatever. I'm not talking about it on air. So.
Well, when I was born,
I don't want to know.
Well, I weighed 3 pounds. So
yeah, you did.
The birth ritual was trying to keep me alive, and they actually, the doctor, John, the doctor told my parents, take him home because he's not going to make it anyway. And in the 50s when you were born and you weighed 3 pounds, that wasn't done.
Yeah.
It's your life expectancy was pretty much nil.
But you made it.
I did. I got over the purple thing and all of that. I had actually for somebody with such a low APGAR score, I've maintained pretty well. So
yeah, did you hear the new pickup line?
Yeah,
what was your APGAR score?
Yeah, I think we wrote that, didn't we?
That's great.
Yes. Well,
I have a quiz for you, and it's on a different site. It's a more streamlined quiz.
All right, we have been doing this. Amy has been torturing me with these quizzes.
They were too long.
To find out what kind of tutu I'm supposed to wear.
These are fun. So the quiz is, how long could you survive chained to a bunk bed with a velociraptor?
Well, in my experience, it's been about a week.
Yeah, okay. So question number 1, do you have any experience wrestling?
Yeah.
A little. I've wrestled with siblings and friends. Okay. So how tall are you? Which I'm going to answer for you.
Yeah.
How high can you jump? You can't jump at all.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a foot or so, or more than a foot.
I'd say more than a foot.
Okay.
Especially if there's a velociraptor.
Yeah, exactly. Do you panic at the sight of blood?
No.
No, not at all. If a velociraptor lunged at you, what would you be most likely to do? Okay?
You remember that bag of poop I was talking about?
Yeah, I know, yeah. Curl up into a little ball and whimper, punch him in the mouth, punch him in his raptor cojones, and scream and run.
Is that for Cinco de Mayo? Did you fill it in?
I did.
No, I would punch him in his nose.
In his mouth. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. And then, do you have experience with boxing or martial arts?
Some.
Okay. Have you ever fought a dangerous animal before, such as a rabid dog or grizzly bear?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. If you had a choice, where would you prefer to be? The top bunk, now remember you're chained to a bed. The top bunk, the the bottom bunk, or standing on the ground?
I think I would want to be standing on the ground.
Yeah,
so
I would
get
agree.
Use of more limbs. that
Yep.
way.
Do you know any sleeper holds or choking techniques? Oh my God.
Yes, of course.
Okay. If the raptor bit off one of your arms, which would you be most likely to do? Scream and cry like a giant sissy. Take the arm back and beat the raptor with it. Use the opportunity to try to wrap my chain around the raptor's neck, or give up and die.
I would see myself taking the arm and trying to
I
beat him.
can
with
totally see that. So
I'm a feisty little guy.
you could survive for 1 minute and 16 seconds chained to a bunk bed with a velociraptor.
So what's the record?
You could put that on a dating profile.
What's the record? I mean, what?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
I mean, there must be some span of time. Is that good?
I would think so. I mean, that's like, like a claim to fame right there. I think that's a long time. I'd be dead in 2 seconds.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we know that I could last over a minute if I were chained to a bed in the presence of a velociraptor.
In case that ever happens.
That's good information right there.
Whatever.
Yes, I can't wait for next week's quiz.
So I got this thing, and it's
If you swallowed a live grenade.
It's funny. It's on BuzzFeed, and they have things that were sarcastic, and they have screenshots of different pictures and things like that. So this guy is doing one of those chat sessions with a local cable company that rhymes with infinity. And so, I don't know if anybody's ever done one of those chats, but they'll be like, "Hi, how are you today?" It's like, bad. I want to kill you right now. Like, because it's annoying. Oh, thank you so much for being a customer. We value, you, blah, 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 blah.
Look at my friend. I can help you with that.
I know. It's crazy. So this guy's, just, they're hitting the copy. They have buttons they can hit to send you a message while they're researching, so they'll just hit the button and send something to you.
The flow chart is in the software.
Yeah, they just hit a button, and then it keeps you busy reading stuff while they're researching the issue. So they're talking about an online storage feature that they have where it's like an extra. He's saying how awesome this is, like an added bonus to your site. It's free and this and that. And you can get a maximum of 10 megabytes of storage.
Wow.
So the guy responds back. The guy goes, "Wow, 10 whole megabytes? That will almost hold one photo." And then the guy's like, "Yes, David, you are correct," with an exclamation point. Wow, that's really helpful, because I'm going to sign up for an online storage thing so I can upload one item.
Yeah, it's like, a Tupperware ring saver or something,
Yeah, we will send you a free envelope in every bill, return envelope in every bill.
Yes,
thanks.
Yes, that's something we used to charge for. Now we don't.
A free paper clip. What?
Yes, we don't charge extra for the staples in your paper bill.
Do they not understand that sounds ridiculous?
Even to me, it sounds ridiculous.
I mean, that's just crazy. So I thought that was really funny. I had to share that.
10 whole megabytes.
Especially if anybody has done one of those online chats.
Oh, yeah.
Because some of the stuff, this specific company, the stuff that they say, it's like, are you drinking the Kool-Aid too?
Yeah.
Or what is
The
going on
margarita,
here?
whatever.
Yeah, because it's just not believable. So,
Well, in additional notes on the world of irony, I found this, and I actually found this a few days ago. And I want to get this right, the National Food Safety Summit was held in Baltimore.
mm-hmm.
Let me repeat that. The National Food Safety Summit was held in Baltimore. And as it turns out, more than 100 people have reported they got sick with suspected food poisoning at the National Food Safety Summit held in Baltimore. Maryland state health officials say they still don't know what caused the outbreak of gastroenteritis that left participants suffering symptoms that included diarrhea and nausea, which, if those are the most attractive two symptoms, hello. They apparently... they were at the Baltimore Convention Center for the National Food Safety Summit in Baltimore.
And got sick
and
food poisoning.
got food poisoning.
That's insane.
So the conference attracted 1,300 of the top food safety officials in the nation. 1,300 of the top food safety officials in the nation. Now, this it just completely goes ironic by degrees here. Including staff from federal agencies such as the Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, as well as businesses such as McDonald's, Tyson, and ConAgra Foods. Now, on the one hand, this is very ironic, and on the other hand, I just have to say, yes! Because these people are just such a pain anyway.
It's nice.
So they've heard from about 400 folks, but...
That is probably, you sent that to me early last week, and that is probably the most ironic thing I've ever heard, like real thing that happened.
Yeah.
That's insane. That the whole conference was on food safety, and they all got food poisoning. That's insane. It's not surprising.
Only in America.
Only in America.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So, I'm trying to think of something that would be equally ironic, and I can't.
No, I was trying to do that while you were talking, and I could not think of anything.
What could it... people basically dying of thirst at the National Bottled Water Conference or something.
Exactly. Somehow that just isn't as funny, though.
And it was kind of hard to say, actually, off the cuff. So anyway, that I got quite the chuckle from that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
National Food Safety Summit. So if you're invited to one of these gigs, John, I'd just go on with the drug mule thing. I wouldn't even go.
Go on with the drug mule thing. Poor John.
No, actually, drug mules can make some dough.
I know.
You hear about this ex-Navy SEAL went off a plane from Aruba with 10 kilos of coke?
Yeah, isn't that nice?
He's on a commercial flight coming from Aruba, and he's got 10 kilos of coke. Apparently, one of your fellow drug mules, slipped him the suitcase in the airport. Once you get in the secure area, in the bathroom. So he and his wife conspired to fly this from Aruba into like Miami or so. Right? It was.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. This guy's he spent 14 years as a Navy SEAL. I think he's in reserves now, or was.
Yeah.
Now, but here's the thing.
Now he's going to run for Congress.
Yes. In Toronto. No, he'll be mayor of Toronto.
Yeah, really.
His wife and he were in cahoots, basically committed the same crime or crimes, conspiracy to drug smuggle and whatever. She gets 70 months. He gets 20 years to life.
Yeah,
Chicks have it made, dude.
They do.
I don't understand that.
I'm getting implants to see if it helps out any.
My guess, it has nothing to do with him being a man.
Whatever.
When they sentence him, they probably sentenced him more harshly because he had been a Navy SEAL.
Because he's a guy.
I don't think so.
No, it's because he, if he had, boobs, he'd have gotten off the hook.
Oh my God. Well, we have a song.
We do. We are going to. It's been a great deal of fun being with you again, and see, we could be more organized at times, but we would like to close with I believe a Todd Chappelle song, and that is called "Drive-Through Girl." We want to. Caution you that we'll be here next week again. Do visit our website, thedocandamyshow.com, and please give us a call next week, and we would love to hear from you. This is it for the Doc and Amy Show for this week.
Bye.
There's a woman I adore, and she works right down the street. Every day at lunchtime I drive to her window, and I ask her how she's doing, and she says, I can wait, it's okay, I still have more time. She's my drive-through girl, I love her so. No one else understands her. She's my queen and I'm her Burger King. Well, I get supersized every time I order fries. And it's such a lovely sound when she says to pull around. I'll love you forever, drive through, girl. That was one. Here's two. There's a woman I adore, and she works right down the street at the Dunkin' Donuts where I get my coffee. And I ask her how she's doing, and she says, "Thank you for coming to Dunkin' Donuts." Thank you. Hey, how you doing back there, Christian Comics? You all right? Doing okay so far? All right, good. Last show they're ever going to do with me, I'll tell you